Right, Sean, KK, Sean. Obi-Wan.
Last episode.
And so, here at the end of all things.
Is this actually the last episode as well?
Episode 6. Last episode.
Why don't they only do 6 episodes? Why did Disney Plus insist on only doing 6 episodes?
It's Star Wars, isn't it?
But why though?
That's just another way of them going, right, okay, let's not do 9 episodes, because people will think we're obsessed with 9. But, you know, in reality, they go, we have 6 episodes, that's good. You remember when we only had 6 episodes? And we didn't have the sequels? You know? Yeah. That was real. What I wasn't joking there. That was me being serious. That's what I think they do it. Because they go, right, 6. That's always a good number. 6. 6 is a good number. And then people go, oh yeah, like the 6 films. And they go, yeah, 6 films. Yep. Right. Let's watch. And maybe the Force be with us all.
To be fair, I'd be surprised if it was a flashback.
How did she know though? How does she know that that's?
Because the I forgot to mention that as well. She got Obi-Wan's communication chip, didn't she? And they said that he was going to Tatooine to make sure the boy was okay. Owen will need help. He did say the name Owen. And obviously, apparently there's only one person on Tatooine called Owen.
Everyone else has got like Twi'lek names, Zabrak names and whatnot. Gonna draw Vader away, do you think? Vader will not be bothered about that, he's only after Obi-Wan.
But what about Leia? Is he going to leave Leia with him? To get this girl to Alderaan?
Maybe yes, Kanan and Johnny too.
10 years protecting the Jedi. This is my chance to return that favor. But we're so close. You know this plan makes sense.
No, we need you.
It'll buy you the time you need. You must get these people out of here. You are all the future. You are the future. You're what needs to survive.
I love that bit about him saying that they're the future, not him. It's very in keeping with like the trailer and how it started. Oh yeah, I thought Qui-Gon was just going to repair.
Animals.
You don't have to do this, you know. Just get started.
Oh, that you've got Obi-Wan from like this bygone era where he's basically saying it doesn't matter about me anymore. It's about all of you. Then you've got all these new people who are like, no, we still believe in the Jedi. We still believe in you and what everyone, what they all fought for.
Which is interesting, considering like you couldn't even talk about the Jedi without being killed.
Follow Kenobi.
Watch Lord Vader.
Yeah, I've really liked him as the Grand Inquisitor. I like the way he talks.
It's really calm and like he doesn't have to scream to get his point across, does he?
No. Was that a dig at Kylo Ren? Felt like a dig at Kylo Ren. It's so well done. I agree. Well, it could have been a dig at Kylo Ren, Rey, Finn. Pretty much the entire sequel cast, really.
Luke, prepare my ship. I will face him alone.
This better be good. This better not be Kathleen Kennedy's sequel lightsaber crap. We're trusting you, Deborah Chow. Oh, he's gonna have the thing with all the steam coming off. Do you think there's gonna be only like? Oh, Leia, the sausage.
Aww.
I wonder if we will see her again.
Well, I mean, she knows he's alive in.
Yeah, but she never sees him.
No, but she knows he's alive in A New Hope. So obviously. She knows that he survives, which I guess is something.
She never sees him again unless you count seeing him get cut down by Vader as seeing him again. Better do the... Oh, it's Vader and he's full of hell. This is just going to be a 20-minute fight. Because it's really hot here in the UK. I don't know that I'll be able to handle it.
you come to destroy me, Obi-Wan?
I will do what I must.
Then you will die.
Oh my god. This is better than the first one.
Yeah.
It's actually putting up a bit of a fight.
Yeah. Listen to the music.
I love the colours in this. I just love it so much.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
But the weakness still remains.
Oh. It's time for Vader's verbal beatdown. It's not fair.
And that is why you will always lose.
What?
That's cheating. Oh, I thought he was gonna
Do the...
It's over, Obi-Wan. I have the high ground. Oh, he's burying him. Oh, damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, he's not messing around. It's over, Anakin. He has all of the ground.
He just has the ground.
He has the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
His rage. The rage is getting the better of him.
Oh my god, are we going to get a Rebels parallel? Oh my god.
We've already had a Rebels parallel.
Like another one.
Just gonna see his face. Gonna hear his voice.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Anakin. For all of it.
I am not your failure,
Obi-Wan.
I'm still not entirely convinced of why this needed to be in this. One of my friends said something about this, that it always seemed to be someone needed to save someone, and it is kind of true. There is always an element of someone needs to be saved. Luke! Luke! She hasn't quite got that down.
Where is he?
She's gonna kill herself.
Do you think?
Definitely be extreme, but I can't say where. I'm not sure where she would come into it any other time. Like, she's not in A New Hope. She's not in any other media. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I mean, I assume it was
I feel like that's
revenge against Obi-Wan. because I guess she was like, "You didn't save me when Order 666 happened."
Every system within range. We will till he is found.
You seem agitated, my friend.
He will not evade me again.
I wonder if your thoughts are clear on this, Lord Vader. Perhaps your feelings for your old master have left you weak.
Question them.
If your past cannot be overcome,
My master.
Oh, music! No, no, no. Oh, is she taking it all seriously now?
She's seen a new side to the Empire, isn't she?
Look, she's got a ridiculous hair in.
Yeah.
Admiral Akbar!
Oh,
Who is it?
Obi-Wan.
Oh, look.
And Lola.
Who am I to separate the young lady from her droid?
Oh, look. They're friends.
Well, if you ever need my help again, you know where to find me.
Oh.
Let's hope that day never comes.
Oh, well. Don't you worry, you sausage, because it'll be your last day.
Sean. Come on.
Princess Leia Organa, you are wise, discerning, kind-hearted. These are qualities that came from your mother. But you're also passionate and fearless, forthright.
Leia's music's playing.
These are gifts from your father. Both were exceptional people
Oh.
who bore an exceptional daughter.
Both were exceptional people.
I wish I could tell you.
Will you ever see you again?
Maybe. Someday. If you ever need help from a tired old man. But we must be careful.
I've just realised the parallel that's like really depressing.
What?
She asked him if she'll ever see him again. That's the same thing Anakin asked his
Asked
mother,
his
and then the
mother, yeah.
next time he saw her, she died.
Yeah.
And the next time she sees him, he dies.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm depressed.
Oh, is he wearing white robes? Oh, yes. Oh, that's so cool. It's like he's not even hiding being a Jedi anymore. It just looks like a Jedi now, doesn't he? Like before
To
he
be
was...
fair, you Obi-Wan Kenobi, like,
Was he leaving
leaving?
his little thing
he's gonna go find his other little cave.
in the Jundland wastes?
You want to meet him?
Ah, see, it's all right to be nice every now and again. His stuff looks like Jedi robes as well, and the look is quite similar too.
Hello there.
Ah, I said it. No, oh, no, still not finished. Yeah, his look looked similar to Leia's, didn't it?
Yeah.
What else? What else is there? Is that not the end? Would have been weird if it ended with hello there, wouldn't it?
It'd been very fitting though.
Yeah.
Master Qui-Gon.
Shut the front door.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Took you long enough. Come on. Ways to go.
I was thinking there, what could they possibly show you? Yeah, That was good. I enjoyed it.
As if Liam Neeson was actually in it.
No.
I thought we were just going to hear his voice. I didn't think it'd actually show you, like...
And Palpatine.
And Palpatine.
Ian McDiarmid was in it as well, no. Yeah, it was good.
I still don't fully understand the Reva bit,
yeah,
to be honest. I feel like that was the only letdown, was I didn't get... unless it was just simply... Because she said to Obi-Wan, didn't she? She said, like, he didn't come and save me. So was she trying to, like, make him...
But then she was like, she couldn't do it. She failed him. Failed who? Failed them. How would she have failed them?
No, surely a fellow younglings wouldn't have wanted to kill another innocent child.
Yeah.
I don't really.
So
get
so my thing is that she's angry at Obi-Wan for not saving her, so she's getting justice for the younglings by killing Luke to get back at Obi-Wan.
I feel like that's what they were going for.
That wasn't very well executed.
To be perfectly honest, I feel like it would have done our character more justice if she had just died when she got stabbed by Vader.
Unfortunately, I think she should have died then.
Because I feel like it's like it was like that big like, oh my god, actually no, she's out to get Vader because he killed all of like the younglings. She was there, like she knows who he really is.
I suppose
it would have made more sense for her to have died then, and rather her than go after Luke.
Yeah, I suppose they probably did that so that the episode wasn't like 20 minutes long.
To be fair, they could have just got rid of that and made a longer fight. I would have been perfectly happy with a longer fight between Obi-Wan and
her ending wasn't very well. To be honest, there's big chunks of her character that weren't very well done, and it's a shame. And she got a lot of grief for it.
It's not her fault, is it?
It's not her fault. It's the writing. It's not her fault. She wasn't the best of characters that Star Wars has had.
No. Like, I mean, I liked the bit where it was kind of like, when they added a bit more depth to the character. I could like with Obi-Wan when she was kind of talking about Order 66 and how like, I was waiting for you to come and save me, you didn't come. Like,
there was still stuff
like that. I was kind of like, okay, because it would make sense why they thought Obi-Wan would have come.
Yeah, a bit like, for the most part, her character was good. It was just sort of the ending and even the beginning. The beginning was a bit
slow, wasn't it? Yeah.
And if I'm being hyper picky, I'm going to be hyper picky because I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. I'm allowed to be picky because, again, I want Star Wars to be the best of itself. The fight wasn't as good as I was expecting. Like, it was good, and there was moments that was good. The bit where he lifted all the rocks and threw them at him, that was good.
Yeah.
I liked the sort of emotive conversation between them. I liked that Hayden Christian, you could see his face again. I liked the parallels that it drew between this and Rebels.
Yeah.
But the actual lightsaber fight wasn't... It was still very reminiscent of the sequels to me. It was just... Like, this is Vader and Obi-Wan. One who's essentially... at one point was the greatest Jedi and the greatest Sith, and one who's like essentially is probably the greatest Jedi that there was, and it's like the fight should be Revenge of the Sith caliber. This one seemed to focus more on Force abilities as opposed to actual lightsaber fighting.
I think because they kind of made the Force represent like his kind of, I guess, like a strength, didn't he? Like, he struggled using the Force, and then slowly he like built it up. So
thing is with that,
that's what they were going for,
I get he's getting his connection back to the Force and everything. I get that, but it's you can do that without taking, like, there was too much sort of just holding lightsabers against each other like that. Then there was a few too many sort of lunges where he missed, and it was kind of like, do you not remember when it was just 1 minute of them going mad at each other with lightsabers, and it was awesome. It's like, the next time these two fight, it's the silly sort of A New Hope fight. It's like, give us a fight where Darth Vader's using one hand, he's Rogue One-ing essentially Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but Obi-Wan giving his absolute all, trying to, and Darth Vader's like...
And if you want to have the bit where he's, he breaks out of all the rocks and he chucks all around, he damages his, that's fine.
To be perfectly honest, I would have been really happy with it just being, take the Reva bit out, just have a big massive fight, have like the Force bits where they're like, they're trying to like, with the rocks and all that, but then have it end with like how it did with like Leia and Luke and stuff.
Like
that would have been enough for me. Like they didn't have to do the whole
Reva's character in this episode was purely just to give Owen a reason to say that Obi-Wan should meet him. That was like the only reason she was in this episode, which is a shame because it's kind of, you know, it's just a bit.
Yeah, I feel like I would have preferred it if she didn't go there to kill Luke, but rather just went there like, okay, I want to train him.
Not even just that. If she just went there out of curiosity, if she just went going, why is he so desperate to protect you, and why are you so important? And then do something. If you want to draw parallels, do something similar to Rebels, where she essentially figures it out, and then says she has to train him, or she has to do this, or she has to do that, and then Obi-Wan has to stop her. Like that's fine to me. Obviously, it's a bit different to having to stop Darth Maul, but
yeah. The thing is, as well, and I've been thinking about this series a lot, and don't get me wrong, I do love like the parallels and the callbacks and stuff, but you know, I just feel like there was so much of it in this series. What? Like parallels and callbacks and like memes and stuff in this series. And don't get me wrong, I love it. I love when like you know you can go, oh, you know, that's from this or that's from that, and that's like a parallel to like Rebels, and it's like a parallel to this. It's like I do like it, but there was just so much of it.
Yeah.
To the point where I kind of thought, okay, are they just making a good series about this character, or are they just trying to
create more memes for the fans? My thing is that once it was pointed out to us, it was clear that almost this entire thing, almost every episode, had a situation where someone needed to be saved. Someone had to be saved.
Yeah.
That was the entire plot in every episode. It was like in this one there was another one where it was Luke, and it was kind of like, you know, again, it didn't need to happen, but yeah, I know what you mean. There's a lot they could have done with this season.
I just don't want like, it's like, yeah, like I'm glad people are now realising that the prequels were good, but it's like, just go about trying to make stuff that's like at least as good as, but better than the prequels. Because the prequels still had its bad moments. You don't need to try and just recreate the prequels through like parallels and callbacks, and it's like give us something else. Give us everything that they couldn't give us in the prequels. Add more to the characters. Give more layers. Show us more of this world. Like I don't know. I've
got to feel sorry for Hayden Christensen, because obviously it would have been fun going back to being the suit and everything, but apart from the flashback and apart from that bit there where you saw the cut in his face and like the bath, you don't see much of Hayden Christensen. Hayden Christensen, like,
no,
it's not his voice. He's essentially just like a stunt double, really, isn't he? He's just there to stand in the suit.
Pretty much. I mean, like, to be fair, like if you're gonna be playing Darth Vader, I don't think you would really care.
You know, it's still a fun thing, but I think if you're bringing Hayden Christensen back for something like this, and you've got an Obi-Wan who's got PTSD and everything, and he's struggling and he doesn't quite fit, you'd be like, show us more.
Yeah.
Of Hayden Christensen. Show us him, show us either as a younger man or show us more Order 66. And I know people will be like, oh, that's what everyone always says. And it's like, well, because Order 66 is probably the most important moment in all of Star Wars. It's when everything changes.
Like, I would have been quite happy if most of this was just showing you the mindsets of like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. You know, show us Darth Vader kind of what like Palpatine hinted at. Like, is he struggling with like he's realised that Obi-Wan's out there and like he's so close to him, like does he actually want to kill him, like is he, you know, like he's conflicted, show a bit of that emotion, like Obi-Wan, you know, like delving into like his emotion, you know, because when he's a Jedi he couldn't do that, but actually show us like, is he struggling a bit with his anger when he first sees Darth Vader, is he like kind of having to restrain himself. Obviously we did see that, but I would have liked for them to have done a little bit more of that. And don't think we don't like this.
Yeah, we did enjoy it. Yeah, we're saying this because we're both Star Wars fans. We want Star Wars to be the best version of itself. For me, that's a shame. That lightsaber fight could have just been so much better than it was. Like, it was good, and it was infinitely better than everything that was in the sequels.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, again, it's probably my fault for believing Kathleen Kennedy. But you know, when she said it's going to be the most epic rematch in history, it's like, well, it had what? 2 epic moments. It had the bit where he says, "I'll do what I must," and he did his little pose thing. You know, breaking out of all the rocks and then chucking all the rocks at Anakin, and then, you know, the sort of talk at the end. Apart from that, the rest of it wasn't that important.
I don't understand why they become so obsessed with like splitting up lightsaber fights, like blocking it in little bits. I understand it'd be easier for like the actors and like the stunt doubles, whoever's doing it. I know, but I don't understand why they do it. Like for me, I would much rather have like watch like a 10-minute full lightsaber fight.
Probably you wouldn't be able to cope with it.
I know it would have been difficult, but I just like.
No, I mean like the audience. You've got to break it up so that you can get like a breather in between.
I know. I just would have. I don't know. I think something like that. I was hoping it was going to be like a full fight. With the way they were building it up and like. It's
just like if you my thing is that it's just purely the lightsaber combat. That's the only thing. Like, you know, there's the key moment of character between in the say the Revenge of the Sith fight where it's the start. You've got the bit where they both try and use the Force on each other. They have their little talk. They have another little spot, and then it ends. Apart from that, you can almost, if you're like a fan of stuff like that, you can walk through every step of the fight. You know, it does the jump, and they start off with the little, and then they kick, and then they go through the little tunnel, and then they're fighting all through the little panels, and they blow the thing up so all the lava blows up, and it's like. Those are the fights that are memorable. Apart from those key moments in it that I've already said, I can't remember any other part of this fight. And it's just maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a prequel purist when it comes to lightsaber fights.
The prequel lightsaber fights were amazing, and people can try and argue, but they were superior. They were
the best lightsaber fights in any of the
just the lightsaber
films.
fight in Revenge of the Sith. Just for that fight alone.
The thing is, it's like there's not a bad lightsaber fight in all of the prequels. There's not a bad lightsaber. Even pretend Christopher Lee against Yoda isn't a bad lightsaber fight, right? So which is like someone chucking a balloon around, and it's like that's not a bad fight. The only bad fight in the originals, arguably, is the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight because it's just a bit old and. Doesn't really work.
It's not really a fight, is it? It's kind of just like a
But
dish.
The Empire lightsaber fight, the Return of the Jedi lightsaber fight, they're both good lightsaber fights. You know, then we get to the sequels, and the less said about them, the better. They're all terrible. But I just thought this would be. I thought this would basically go. Okay, so you want to be returned back to the prequels. Let's give you a lightsaber fight that'll send you home happy.
Let's give you everything that was good about the prequels.
Yeah.
Still good though.
Yeah, still enjoyed it. That was us reacting and ranting about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, it's over. That's it. It's finished.
Still can't believe it was only 6 episodes.
Tell us what you think down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
May the Force be with you.